Hi, it's me, Renee Urbanovich, and I am the voice teacher that's going to react to Benson Boone, who I love, doing an Adele song, When We Were Young. Here we go.
Everybody loves the things you do, from the way that you talk to the way you move. And everybody here is watching you, 'cause you feel like home. You're like a dream come true. But if by chance you're here alone, can I have a moment before I go? 'Cause I've been by myself all night long. I'm hoping you're someone I used to know. You look like a move.
I'm just kind of reacting to the fact that he sounds exactly like Adele. Sometimes when you hear someone do a cover, you're expecting it to be a little bit different, and I swear his vowels are like Adele's. Watching, he's spreading that vowel, and he's doing the end of the notes like she does, where she pushes the tone and then she pulls it back. He's kind of doing what she does, and I've really never heard him do that. So I'm reacting to it kind of like, what are you doing? But, you know, maybe this is his plan. Sometimes singers establish the song first in the way we're used to it. Then they add their crazy new stuff so that we don't feel shaken by it. So perhaps that's his tactic. But at this moment, I'm like, Benson, you sound, if I close my eyes, you sound just like Adele. He's even widening his vibrato. But anyway, he sounds a little bit tired. He's just so good and so energetic, and this is quite a ballad, and it is meant to hinge on that sound, that low voice, the sound that he doesn't quite have a lot of lows. Maybe Adele's voice is lower than his, so because he's tired, they're not as strong, but that could be like a reaction, like emotional reaction. So anyway, right now, I just feel my reaction is I'm a little sad because I love him and I feel like he sounds too much like Adele, but that could all change, right?
You sound like a song. My God, this reminds me of when we were young. Let me photograph you in this light, in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad and getting old. It made us rancid. It was just like a movie.
Okay, all of that was hot. It was great. He's very passionate and he's belting. And so the thought that went through my mind was, maybe the song has to sound like this. Maybe it has to be hollered. Maybe the vowels have to be spread. I don't know. Maybe that's just the kind of song that it is, and it has to be done that way. But that's what he's doing. He did do some new things that didn't sound exactly like her, and I made a reaction to that. Anyway, keep going.
It was just like a song.
Pretty.
And I was so scared to face my fear, 'cause nobody told me it should be. And that's where you moved overseas. And that's what you said when you let me. You still look like a movie. You still sound like a song.
Okay, good. So there, I don't even know what he did that time because it sounded plenty like him and it sounded quite passionate. I don't know if I like the old. We're a sign of getting old. That's a diphthong. A diphthong is when you start with one vowel, oh, like the O vowel, and then you make it into the U vowel, old. And that's kind of Adele's thing. So I'm surprised to see Benson Boone doing it because I don't think he does it all the time. So anyway, that's a diphthong. And if you don't know what a diphthong is, that's because you just haven't been in voice lessons for a while, or maybe you've never had a lesson. If you do want to learn to sing better, I have a special gift for you. It is available at the link in the comments, and it is a free course, just like 10, 15 minutes to help you get stronger in a short amount of time. It's the magic method, and I've taught thousands of students, and I do it all day long, and I know it can help you too. So check it out if that interests you. Okay, back to Benson Boone.
It was just like a movie. It was just like a song. When we were, when we were, when we were, when we were. It's hard to repeat. Everything just takes me back to you were there, doing you were there. And a part of me keeps holding on, just in case it hasn't gone. I guess I still care. Do you still care? It was.
So do you see how he's swapping some notes for head voice, right? And then you still care, but boop, boop, boop. He's going a little bit back and forth, exactly like Adele. Adele belts a lot, so any chance she gets to go into head voice and rest, she needs. So I feel like he's a little bit tired too. And so going into head voice is fine. He lengthened some notes to give us some anticipation because we do expect the Adele song to be sung in the exact same way. So he did lengthen a few notes and he did a few things a little bit differently. But for the most part, it is following suit with Adele's version. And the impressive part is that Adele's a woman and her vocal cords are one size and he's a man, but his vocal cords might be the same size, right? So it's interesting that he can sing so high like a female-voiced, upper-voiced person. It's really impressive. I just wish he wasn't tired and that he wasn't pushing so hard. I know that in the audience we feel that as passion and we feel that as a gift, that they're just giving birth on stage to make us feel performed to. But I just get a little nervous. It makes me a little nervous when people sing too hard. And he's young, he's 23. He will not be doing that hard and that pushy and that yelly and hollery when he's my age. When you're over 60, you just can't do that. You'll blow out your cords. Unless you know somebody that can do it, you can let me know in the comments. I don't know anyone that can scream at my age. You can recover really, really fast when you're in your 20s. And when you're in high school, I think you can recover like in an hour. But the older you get and the more tired you get, the more taxing it becomes on your instrument and it's going to give out. You can look at all kinds of singers, Steve Tyler, I don't know, Julie Garland, if you know who that is, Mariah Carey. I'm sorry, you guys, but you can see the people that have not kept their instruments in shape. It's a heartbreak. People like Elton John have tried, right? And they have comebacks. So anyway, it's important to keep your instrument in shape. And when you're in a concert and you're 23, you can go rest maybe and then come back and be fine. But chances are sometimes you have 7 nights a week. Sometimes you have twice on Sunday. So good technique is really important. I'm not hearing good technique right now. I'm hearing raw talent that's moving the masses, which is great. But as a voice teacher, we want to point that out. So here we go. We're going to keep going.
Just like a movie.
There it gets soft.
It was just like a song. My God, this reminded me of when we were young.
Okay. Wow. but he's getting that to sound like chest. He's adding a lot of resistance, and the vibrato's flowing, and it's sparkling, and it's great. Hard to do. Can I please hear that again, my darling Benson Boone? So if you don't know how people do that, it's really not chest voice. It's a mix. That's really head voice. That's how high it is. But he's adding a lot of resistance and bass to it, so it sounds a lot like chest voice. That was glorious. It was fantastic. So let's see how he's going to end it.
Let me photograph you in this light in case it is the last time that we might be exactly like we were before we realized we were sad and getting old. It made us restless. Oh, I'm so tired of getting old. It made us restless.
Ow.
It was just like a movie.
So there, you know, he just gave it all. Oh, we were sad. He's really digging in. And of course, we as human beings respond to that, right? It's a really, really powerful thing. We can just see no holds barred. He is just crying all over. He is getting it all out, and we respond to that. But voice teachers get nervous, as I've been saying. So there's ways to do it where it's not real. Maybe his is not real and he's fooling me. Maybe he has perfect technique and he's making me feel like he's giving 100%. But I do think he's tired. And when you're tired and your vocal cords are a little bit hoarse, they get like a little film around them and you keep going, and you think something's there. Nothing's there. So when they get a little tired, they get a little film and you want to clear your throat. But what happens is they can't vibrate as freely. And so these muscles come in and you can see the veins pop out of people's necks sometimes. And then the muscles push the cords closer together so that they can vibrate. So because the swelling keeps them apart because there's swelling, little film. So sometimes when you're running out of gas and you're tired, your body's amazing and it's going to be like, well, we've got to push harder now. It knows, your brain knows that there's a little bit of swelling on the cords and that these muscles have to come in and slam, baby. So that could be what's happening too. I don't want to make you nervous. When you watch someone, I want you to enjoy them. But if you're singing, I want you to think about it. If you have to shove, push, yank, slam, holler, something's not technically right. You don't want to practice like that. You can audition like that one time. You can do a show like that 1 or 2 times, but don't practice that. Practice good technique. And then when you're live, like this beautiful Benson Boone, and you have to do something like that, then do it. But don't practice it. His voice is always clear. It's just not right now because he's tired. Okay, we're going to finish it out. I hope that made sense.
And it was just like a song when we were young. Thank you.
That had to feel good to him. It had to feel good. It was a gift, and it's a very touching song. It's just about the repetitiveness of that chemistry that you have with someone, that when we were young, we had this thing and it felt this way. And now I see you again and it's just like that again. So chemistry is like that. Your connection with someone, it's an alchemy. It's an alchemy you have with a person. And it came right back to Adele when she wrote the song and she expressed it as this gut-wrenching feeling. And now he's repeating it because who can't relate to that? Things from a while back, how they come back and haunt you, and you're not expecting it, or you are expecting it, and it's more powerful than you thought. You plumb forgot how powerful that passion between you two might have been, or how passionate or incredible that alchemy was, that connection, that factor that only 2 people can have. So that is undergirding the song, and he's feeling it, he's belting it. But the thing I think I concentrated on mostly was just the mimicking, with the vowels and the diphthongs, and he even did it at the end, and he closed his mouth the way Adele does. And I will have to sit and watch him more and see if maybe Adele might just be one of his major influences, and that when he writes his material, he might sound just like her. And I never noticed it before, and that's okay. We all have influences that help us develop our own style. Benson Boone is the one out there doing backflips, front flips, jumping all over stage, just making everybody's heart throb. He's got it going. He knows he's got something going. And so for the voice teacher to sit here and say, nah, 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 Benson Boone, I don't mean it towards him. I do not. I want him to be everlasting, and I want him to take care of his voice, but he's got his own team. But if you're watching the voice teacher reacts on the Benson Boone doing the Adele song, hopefully you learn what it means to do a cover, to make it your own, to not copy, and to make sure your voice is in tip-top shape, and to not rehearse something over and over with that amount of push and oomph and energy. There's a way to do it that's completely safe. The science of voice training has come a long way since I was a singer, and I wrecked my voice at 15 years old from hollering way too much. Clearly, my little voice when I was young couldn't handle it, and it never could handle it. So that's why I'm a voice teacher, and I have taught thousands of people how to save their voice, and I've healed hundreds of people from nodules and from poor habits, and even a couple with polyps. So take my word for it. Enjoy the art. Enjoy the emotion, enjoy all of that. But then when it comes to learning how to execute those notes, trust me and learn the right technique. You can learn it from me. You can take that little free course that's like 10 minutes and see what it does for you. But overall, as we analyze these singers and what they're contributing to culture, just remember how much work it takes, how much concentration, how much drilling, how much vocalizing, how much preparation. It is a lot, and it is meaningful when you finally get up there and you make it, which Benson Boone has, and I give him nothing but credit for being such a thrill, such a great singer. He writes the most beautiful songs, and so does Adele. So it's nice to hear the marriage of both of their passions, but it just made me a little bit nervous about the vocal health of my students, of you out there in cyberspace, and of young Benson Boone. And I do have a voice teacher reacts on Adele, and about how she may have made better choices vocally, but she was trying to please her fans. So she's coming out of that now, and she's changing her style. In any case, thank you for joining me and enjoying Benson Boone, and like and subscribe and share, and I will see you next time. Bye.